While waiting for the sun to rise, me and the little man hashed out our plan of attack. The Lord kept a skilled bodyguard around at almost all times, so we wanted to avoid causing any trouble while they were together. He was only alone for a small window of time. When he arrived at the church each morning, he would first head for his private study, unguarded. That was our chance. Time was limited, which meant we'd make it simple, move quickly. We had the element of suppliers on our side, though. I could do this. No, there's no room for even the slightest uncertainty. I would do this. I didn't care about saving the people from an oppressive despot or anything grand and honorable like that. All I wanted was to stop an old friend from falling any further. That was my entire reason for assassinating the Lord of the Land. I wouldn't be a hero if I pulled it off. I'd be an insurgent. But to hell with my reputation. I'd be hunted down and killed for my crimes not long after anyway. Jacopo, as your old friends, I'll join you on your trip to hell. And then at long last, the moment arrived. Exactly as Mel had said, the Lord showed up at the mansion early the next morning with a bodyguard in tow. The Lord disappeared into his study, and then the bodyguard headed for the chapel. Once he was out of sight, I glanced over at Mel and nodded. Who is it? It's me. There's something I need to talk to you about. We'll be seeing each other shortly anyway. Whatever it is, you can tell me then. It can't wait. It's important. I don't want anyone to overhear. Is it about the assets? Yeah. Fine, come in. Here goes. I took a deep breath, held it in. It would all be done in a matter of seconds. All our memories together, time we shared, set straight down to the grave. Yeah. What? So long, Jacopo. I'll see you down in hell. However, not a thing went according to plan. My resolve rendered null in an instant. My confidence shattered like glass. My vengeance brushed aside like nothing. My mastered knife hit empty air. And without even enough time to blink, my whole world shifted. I was once looking at my loathsome target's face, but the flat, unadorned ceiling above. My body spun. Then something slammed against my back. It was barely enough time to even grasp. I crashed into the floor. It all happened faster than the blink of an eye. He had me on the ground, knee pressed onto my back. My arm twisted and up into the air. I had him! I had the helmet of surprise! How could he... It's like he knew exactly what was coming. How could he react so quickly? You look perplexed. Well, unfortunately for you, I've seen my share of assassination attempts. But you I wasn't expecting. Let me go. I thought, if anyone, you might be different. The hell are you going on about? You weren't even willing to try to talk before killing me? There's nothing to talk about. Not a goddamn thing. I heard what you've done. What you're doing. Well, credit where it's due. At least you didn't try to poison me. Either way, there's plenty you could have done better. Second-rate attempt at best. You rushed knowing you didn't have much time, but you still could have used the fact that we've known each other most of our lives to get a little closer before pulling the knife. That would have increased your chances a little. Alternatively, you could have tried to distract me with your body. But I doubt you could swallow your pride long enough to do that. Shut your huffing. Get off me. Are you trying to break my arm? You would break an old friend's arm? Don't take me for a fool. You just tried to kill me, you conniving traitor. You're a completely different man now. No, not even a man, a useless sack of flesh. Call me whatever you like. I've heard it all and more. Lord, the boy was sneaking about, so I apprehended him. Running away at the first sign of your grand plan going south? I see you still haven't grown a spine yet, have you, boy? You might have had a better chance if you both came at me together. Shall I kill him? Quit your drooling, dog. I want you to watch him, make sure he doesn't try and run again. But what about the woman? She tried to attack you. Shall I kill her? Right ahead. Go right the F ahead. Kill me if you killed everyone else. Cut off my head, put it on a pike in the town square. Everyone, you know, you're right. Nearly everyone I can think of died by my hands. Requiem, the rest of the gang, and Jan too. Excuse me? I thought Jaren died in the raid on the brothel. But you're saying you killed her? That's right. It wasn't becoming the Lord that effed you up. You were always on the other side. From the day we first met. I should have never trusted you. It was all bullshit, was it? Every last minute of it? So somewhere I can't see her, dog. Why not just kill her? The last thing I need is people making a big fuss about a dead body showing up while we're preparing for the festival. And it's not like a damn whore poses any real danger to me. Especially not with her arm bending backwards. We don't need to waste any more time concerned about her. What the F, man? Would you even have to kill me? I came in here with no intention of coming back out. You don't even have the decency to do that much for me. Shut your goddamn mouth already. Leave your key here, dog. I'll handle our business alone today. So I just have to drag the whole act then. What a disappointment. Don't get any funny ideas. Just because I only told you to not to kill her, doesn't mean you can sate your thirst with one of her arms or legs. You throw her out, and nothing more. Understood? Clear as a crystal, Lord. Get out of here. I hate myself for ever thinking you were a good guy. Join eternity in hell, asshole. Now, how do you plan to make up for this mess you so kindly made for me? You know damn well how busy I am right now. I had no choice. She threatened me. Yes, you had no choice but to hole up with her until morning, and you had no choice but to lie about having business with me. Don't give me that look. Like I told the dog, I have no interest in creating any bodies during the festival prep. So I'll let you off the hook for this one. What? And you'll swear you never do anything like this again? Yes, sir. I swear on my life. Excellent. Next. And with that, the books are settled. The only reason I didn't hit you in the face is because your damn sister would throw a fit. So be sure to thank her when you see her. And remember, never again. Hand over your key. Now get out of my sight. Yes, sir. I'm very sorry for everything, sir. Was it all bullshit, Maria? I'm beginning to wonder myself. Not even a word before coming at me with a knife. Not even a sliver of faith in me. I've been at this long enough, and I still haven't learned my lesson. Naive enough to think that maybe she would be different, that she would understand. Not what anyone else said about me. Believe me when I said I really was trying to help, that I gave everything else up in the hopes of improving their lives. God, I'm such a fool. How many times do I need to be reminded that no one's on my side anymore? She was right about me. I am just a useless sack of human flesh. I should head up to the tower. What's that? A necklace? I must have dropped it in the struggle. So, what did you get her? As a big sister, I'd be happy to check the present out before you give it to her. Make sure you don't make too big of an ass out of yourself. Today's the day, right? You give her the present, then you finally tell her how you feel. When she comes back, give her the necklace and tell her how you feel. And if she turns you down, we can all have a good laugh about it. I mean, there is one person that you haven't truly tested to see if you can trust Jacopo. I was positive it had been taken or broken in the raid, but you've been holding on to it. You've kept it for all these years. I'd have figured you'd have thrown it away by now. Necklace in hand, I made my way toward the observation tower. A thought bubbling up from the depths of my mind. It was a wretched, unsightly thing, which only swelled as I drew nearer. Never would I have conceived of such a monstrous notion, of exploiting my old identity. This trinket not fallen back into my hands. I knew Morgana wasn't of sound mind, that the world she saw was a twisted falsehood. And though I couldn't see what delusions her mind was producing, it was evident that the man I was now and the boy she once knew were two distinct entities in it. So maybe if the old Jacopo were still good in her mind, if she still remembered him fondly, then perhaps I could assume that role. Much like I assumed the role of the Lord. The thought sent a chill down my spine. By putting on that mask, I'd be disregarding every horrible thing I had done to her. Every time I'd come up here these past months to draw her blood. In that moment, there was no need in this whole wide world. Who had fallen so close to hell as I? In that moment, I could no longer deny. The madness that had taken root in my heart. The madness that had given rise to such a fancy. Morgana, do you know who I am? It's the Lord. What do you want with me? Are you here for? I don't have any. There's no blood left for you to take. That's right. I'm the Lord. I'm the man who's brought you a lifetime of pain. The man who locked you up in this tower. The man who struck fear into your young heart 7 years ago. Yes, you did. I'll never forget. Now tell me, Morgana. Do you know what this is? On your birthday 4 years ago, a young man was going to give you this necklace as a present. Do you remember that young man? Or have you forgotten? Forgotten what a pleasant time that was. I can't say I'm surprised. You were always saying how much you hated staying at that brothel. Those 3 years were no more pleasant than any other time of your life. I remember. I remember him. And I remember those days. And you remember them fondly? Yes. Well, that's great to hear. You can rest at ease, Morgana. Because he's going to be here soon until... That was the only time... What? That was the only time in my life when I was actually happy. Except for those years. My life's been nothing but pain and misery. But those days, they were warm. Everyone was so kind to me. They showed me love. It was all I had. The only happiness I ever had. No time in my life was better than that. But it was taken from me. I wish it had all just ended there. Her words were like I'd plunged through thin ice. I could put on the best forged mask in all the world, but I would never again be the man in her memories. I could act exactly like him, but I would never be him. My hands were permanently stained with blood. The sharp smell of death hung around me like a cloud. I was a heartless killer. Anyone could see that. Never would I be able to smile like him. And never would I be able to share his dreams. The fact that I'd even had the idea to pretend to be my old self was proof in and of itself that I was too far gone. I'd reached the point where the real me was the imposter. He's dead, and so is everyone else. Why do you have that necklace, Lord? Did you kill him? Was that your doing too? So the best thing I could do was let Morgana have her pleasant memories unmolested. I'd ruined enough for her already. She'd said those 3 years were the happiest time of her life. I couldn't tell her the truth now. There was no possible lies or justifications that would ever allow me to stand by her side again. You did, didn't you? I did. I killed the young man. I killed all of them. I killed and I killed until there wasn't a soul remaining. I knew it. You're the cruelest man in the whole world. The most evil, irredeemable man to ever set foot on God's earth. That I am. I despise you more than anything. I hate you. I love you. I want nothing more than to put a curse on you. I buried my feelings for you so they wouldn't get in the way of me being the Lord. I want to see you dead. But those feelings never entirely went away. I tried to weigh what was more important to me, but I misread the scales. I hate you with all my being. I lost any right I had to say this years ago. But I want you to know, I truly do love you. I revile you, detest you, loathe you. I loved you. There's not enough hate in all creation for you. Tell me, what do you see when you look at me? What do you hear when I speak to you? I hate you, 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 I hate you. You can't see the tears on my cheeks, can you? Your mind, your spirit are shattered beyond repair, aren't they? You're not actually understanding anything I say, are you? You're not going to be able to remember any of this, are you? I hate you, 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 I hate you. I hadn't realized it had gotten so bad. My eyes have been shut for far too long to what was happening to you, to my own feelings, to everything. For so long I've avoided facing the truth. Not only did I fail to protect anything, I destroyed the one thing I cared about most with my own two hands. It's all I ever managed to do. I wonder, what was the point of no return exactly? This isn't the world I wanted to show you at all. I, of all people, should have done everything in my power to ensure those good old days never ended. But any apology I make would just ring hollow. I hate you, 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 I hate, hate. It seems my being here isn't doing your mental state any favors. So I'll leave your food here and get out. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. I'd like to tell you this though. Even if I'm fairly certain you don't understand what I'm saying. Tomorrow's the first day of the Harvest Festival. And when it comes, I'm going to finally do something I've been considering for a long time. I'm going to set you free. I'm going to put an end to all of this. I hate you. The ship sailed long ago. I know. You're in no condition to go out into the world anymore. So I'm not just going to release you and forget about you. My father, to his side, an angel, sent me back to heaven. That's the plan. Yes. We'll go out and find some place to die together. What? For as long as I've had the throne, part of me I just wanted to say, I'm done. I have no need of this anymore. But every time the thought rose to my mind, it was pushed back down by a refrain of, so you'd let all that work go to waste. Everything you sacrificed to get here. Back and forth the voices would go, day in and day out. In reality, it wasn't pride or desire to hold on to my power that stopped me from doing this sooner, but the fear that everything I had worked so hard for would be for naught. But now that I saw death looming over her, it was clear that only greater, more crushing despair awaited me. It would break me utterly. I would end up abusing my people even worse than Barnier had. The best thing I could do, for everyone, was to end it all here. To step down off the stage. Morgana wanted release from her agony, and death was the only path she would find it down. My sickness was worsening by the day, and death the only thing that could cure me. I chose the Harvest Festival in part because it seemed like a fitting end, but more because, with everyone distracted by festivities, they weren't as likely to notice the Lord had gone missing. As my final act of penance, I'd find her somewhere with a gorgeous view to gaze upon, as I took her life. Somewhere you could see almost over the horizon. Somewhere the sun shone bright and proud. Somewhere that felt like you could see the world, and carry the full weight of her enmity on my shoulders. The Lord too would meet his end, finding some place beautiful for her to depart this life from. Was all I could do to ease her pain. All I could do to provide her a peaceful repose. All I could do to pay for all I had done. On the first morning of the Harvest Festival, townspeople swarmed the new church's grounds. When I arrived, there were wide smiles on everyone's faces, from the young to the old, from those here to partake of the church's charity to well-off churchgoers. Everyone was in good spirits. Whee! It's a festival! Ha 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 ha! Look! Everything's got flowers on it! Quite the impressive event you put together. The decorations are a bit on the thin side, perhaps, but for a church anymore, and it starts looking garish. I can go ham all I want down in the square. You don't seem very enthusiastic. Why would I be? You spent so much time preparing for it. I assumed you would be more excited. As if this is all politics, not fun and games. An effort to bring unity to my people, you could say. I don't understand you at all. How can you spend so much time doing something you don't enjoy? I don't give a rat's ass if you understand me. Fair enough. When I first met you, I thought money and power were all you desired. But I've come to realize that's not the case. I'm beginning to think you're hardly a bad man, after all. I knew you were an idiot, but I didn't realize you were that foolish. How can you possibly say I'm not a bad man, knowing all I've done? That's also fair. Hey, no running, kids. You're going to get yourselves hurt. What's the big deal? Run with us, Marie. You shouldn't pull on people, that hurts. Ah. Good morning, Lord Barnier. Preparations are all complete here, and the stalls down in the city are ready to open as soon as you give the word. Thank you. I couldn't be more thrilled to be part of such a wonderful celebration. I'm glad to hear it. Are you well? You look a bit tired. It comes with the job. There's hardly a day I'm not exhausted. Well, don't work yourself too hard, Lord Barnier. It's important to get your rest. I'll keep that in mind. Oh, I almost forgot. Would you like a flower, my lord? A flower? We made all sorts of flower accessories, and we're giving them out to anyone who wants one. They do the same sort of thing at the Midsummer Festival. They like the idea so much about it. What do you say? I think one would look lovely in your hair. I'll pass. That's a shame. And what say you, Mr. Bodyguard? Care for a flower? No, Go on, take it. Don't let their efforts go to waste. Very well. I'll take one then. May God smile upon you. Thank you. Well, see you later. And Lord Barnier, if you need anything, please don't hesitate to ask. Hey, you can have the day off. Go spend it with your nun. Why the look? I'm merely surprised you would show any consideration for your dog. Well, it is a special occasion, I suppose. Needless to say, watch out for yourself. You were assailed just last night. I didn't realize you were even capable of concern. It's a special occasion. Well, take care of our usual business this afternoon. Should be able to bring a little more food than usual as well. Understood. Until then. Until then. Ah! I've died and gone to heaven. They're sweet as far as the eye can see. Better hurry before they're— Ah! Hey, watch where you're going. Yes, Lord Barnier, I'm so very sorry. Well, if it isn't Mel's sister. Someone's a bit too wound up, it seems. I've never been to a festival before, so I'm terribly sorry for running into you. Please don't get upset at me. Don't worry, I'm not upset. So, you never went to any festivals in your homeland? Well, no. I couldn't go because I was stuck at home all the time. I suppose you wouldn't be able to get out much and spread your wings as the daughter of a noble family, huh? Nope, not in the slightest. It's all dresses and manners and no time for fun. I'm surprised most people just don't get it. So I'm gonna spend all day celebrating with my Mal. Hehehe. That's what the festival's for, but don't go crazy. Too crazy. I'm told you're not in the best of health. Yeah, but I'm feeling wonderful today, so I'll be fine. You look anything but, girl. The festival isn't just for one day, so if you find yourself feeling unwell, let someone know right away. And then get some rest, understood? Yes, sir. Ellie, where do you run off to now? What business do you have with my sister? Dearest Mel? I'm begging you, don't hurt her. I'm not sure what this looks like to you, but I haven't touched her. What's gotten into you, dearest Mel? So I was just concerned about me. Concerned? Him? Not in 1,000 years. Well, we take care of business this afternoon. Be at my study at noon sharp. Okay, I'll be there. Oh, we can't have lunch together? Running a festival must be a lot of work. I could hear the sounds of countless people making merry outside, but my mind was elsewhere, envisioning the place I would take her to die. Somewhere far away, somewhere with a majestic view. I did nothing more than to run off right then and there, but there were things I had to sort out before I could disappear. I delegated several days' worth of work to my attendants so the festival wouldn't fall apart without me. My mind may have already been made up, but it was still my responsibility as Lord to ensure everything ran smoothly so long as I remained on the throne. But all I could do after was pray that someone much more qualified, some of actual royal descent, stepped in to take my place. And before I knew it, noon was upon me. As the bell chimed 12, the three of us climbed the observation tower. The plan was to deliver Morgana her food, then send the other two back outside, so I could take her somewhere far, far away. But when we opened the door, please don't tell me she's already dead. Her spirit had already left her body. The witch killed her. The blood of the witch killed my sister. That wine you're drinking is no medicine. It's blood of the witch. You're all drinking witch blood. Ah! There goes another one. What's going on? We were told it was a miracle elixir. You're saying we've been drinking a witch's blood? But please, everyone, don't panic. It's supposed to be some kind of mistake. A mistake? A girl is dead because of this mistake. No, this whole thing was a sham from the very beginning. You and the Lord were working together behind our favor with this rubbish. But please calm down, everyone. Death to all the devil's deceitful minions. Death, 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 death! Aha! Stop it. Stay away from her. Get back. Death to him too! That's what you get for coming in and making such a mess of our country, foreigner. Why, all these damn outsiders are getting better treatment than the rest of us anyway. The Lord's a traitor to his own land. He doesn't deserve to be on the throne. We'll take the city back, free it from his corrupted grasp. Death to the traitor! Morgana's death set off a chain reaction of hell and suffering. Perhaps it was fate, or her intense animosity made manifest. All I knew for sure was what I could see. That the world was crumbling around me. And I watched through the observation tower's window. The first to go was Belle's sister, who had regularly partaken of the miracle elixir. She started vomiting blood, and shortly thereafter she was dead. Mel then broke down, revealing the truth about the elixir before stabbing himself in the throat. Fear and panic spread like a plague, breeding a desperate rage that found an outlet in the saintess, the face of the church. The Far Eastern man dashed in to protect her from the mob, and soon a full-on battle broke out between supporters and opponents of the Lord. Actually, no. A battle would imply one side stood a fighting chance. It was closer to a riot, with anyone perceived to be on the Lord's side ruthlessly slaughtered. It was as though I was peering into a nightmare. There was no question who would come out as victorious. It was a scene I had witnessed once before. But this time, I was on the receiving end. The illusory faith I had instilled in the people to distract them from their dissatisfaction disappeared in a wisp. And upon discovering it was all based on a lie, that dissatisfaction came flooding back stronger than ever. I could tell myself I Always had the people's best interest in mind, until I went blue in the face. But it didn't matter. I was a tyrant in their eyes. I turned away, and there lay Morgana's limp body. For a split second, I considered going over, leaning against the wall beside her, and taking my own life, with my foot hovering in the air. I swung my leg around, making my way toward the stairs. I had done enough to torment her in life, failing to even allow her to pass on peacefully. It would be cruel and disrespectful to force her to be with me, the man she despised more than any in the world, in death as well. And as I was still the Lord, having not yet stepped off the throne, the right thing to do would be facing the wrath I had wrought. For a second I wondered if maybe Lord Barnier had greeted us thinking the same thing. The revolution 4 years ago was also a foregone conclusion. But he didn't run. He stayed and waited for us to arrive. Perhaps it was partially pride, and partially that it was the only way out. We had lived as lords. We had ruled as lords. And when the time came to harvest the seeds we had sown, we would die as we had lived. When I reached the ground level of the tower, I could hear shouting and banging and stomping through the door. They were probably tearing the mansion apart looking for me. Find him, they cried. Dethrone him, they cried. Burn him, they cried. I felt a slight pang of nostalgia as I listened to them, remembering when I had been in their position. All I had to do was open the door. I'd be dead in seconds. They didn't just have me vastly outnumbered. I had no intention of fighting. My life amounted to nothing. My people are all dying. Soon I'll be stripped of my title of Lord of the Land, and not a thing will be left. It was all utterly meaningless. I killed everyone I ever cared about, even Morgana. There's not a single person. No, I didn't end up killing Maria. I guess that's something to be thankful for. I pray you'll live on. By all means, spend the rest of your life hating me. Just so long as you live. Now off I go. I stepped out before my people, and a dozen bloodshot gazes snapped onto me all at once. I raised my hands in preparation to give them a few parting words, but lowered it again without saying anything. There was nothing for me to say anymore, nor did I have the willpower to produce words. They impaled me from head to toe with sickles and pitchforks and all manner of deadly implements. I no longer able to support my own weight. I fell back against the door, sliding to the ground. I could feel the life draining from my body. Their voices grew faint. Were they shouting, grieving, cheering? I could no longer tell the difference. My consciousness quickly slipped away. And as it did, flashes of memory whisked past. A child fighting to survive day by day. A young man with his head in the clouds, hell-bent on going out in the world. A crowd of friends hooting and howling in a pub. Girls at a brothel, constantly cheesing, but always reliable. And you at my side. I thought I felt a gust of wind, guiding Jacopo's mind toward one particular memory.